Eternal whispers, the haunting reality, as the silence of the night intoxicated Emily's home. Flickering lights danced within the room. The young woman was listening to an old radio recording she had found while browsing the internet. Rumor had it that this recording had captured the commotion of a real ghost. In her dark room, Emily heard a strange whisper scratching at her ears, initially dismissing it as a reflection from the radio. The sound intensified and spread to every corner of the room. Her heart began to race. Suddenly, in the corner of the room, an indistinct entity appeared. A transparent silhouette made Emily feel as if it was piercing her with its eyes in fear. The young woman recoiled towards her bed, but invisible hands caught her by the arms in that moment. The room was filled with the dark seeker. With her eyes closed, Emily was drawn into a story lost in the darkness of the distant past. A family that had once lived in this house had suffered a terrible tragedy, and now they were using Emily to release their ghosts. As the night progressed, extraordinary events intoxicated Emily's home. Sounds, shadows, and dark figures were echoes of the mysterious past, struggling to find the line between reality and fiction. Emily confronted the incredible truth that ghosts were real. In the early hours of the morning, Emily woke up, her eyes still gleaming with fear, realizing she had to confront the truth within that dark house. This wasn't just a story. It was a real nightmare. Perhaps the traces of the mysterious past would persist there, indelible, never to be erased. Whispers from the forgotten mansion. In the heart of a forgotten town stood an ancient mansion, its dilapidated structure telling tales of a past shrouded in mystery. One gloomy evening, Sarah, a curious historian, arrived to unravel the secrets buried within its decaying walls. As Sarah stepped into the mansion, an unsettling silence enveloped her. The air was thick with the weight of the past, and the only sound was the creaking floor beneath her cautious footsteps. Dusty portraits of a family long gone adorned the walls, their eyes following Sarah as if pleading for real. In a forgotten room, Sarah stumbled upon an old diary, its pages yellowed with age. The entries spoke of a forbidden love, a tragic death, and a curse that bound the mansion spirits to an eternity of torment. The more Sarah read, the more the temperature in the room seemed to drop. As midnight approached, strange occurrences unfolded. Shadows danced on the walls, whispers echoed in the corridors, and long-forgotten melodies played from an unseen piano. The diary's tales seemed to come to life, and Sarah found herself entangled in a spectral dance with entities from another ray attempting to leave the mansion. Sarah discovered that the doors were sealed shut. Panic set in as ghostly apparitions materialized, each one telling a fragment of the tragic story. The curse, it seemed, demanded resolution. Guided by the whispers of the past, Sarah embarked on a journey to break the curse and free the tormented souls. The mansion became a battleground between the living and the dead. And as the clock struck midnight, a chilling revelation awaited Sarah. Dawn broke, and as Sarah stepped out of the now quiet mansion, she couldn't help but glance back. The forgotten town seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, as if acknowledging the bravery of the one who dared to unveil its chilling discoveries. Eclipsed echoes, the haunting of Hollowwood Manor. In the desolate town of Hollowwood, nestled between gnarled trees and shrouded in an eternal mist, stood the foreboding Hollowwood Manor, It was a place locals spoke of in hushed tones, as if the very wind carried the whispers of its haunted past. Amelia, an investigative journalist drawn to the Mac as she entered through the rusted gates. A cold wind greeted Amelia, sending a shiver down her spine. The atmosphere inside the manor was suffocating, the air thick with the scent of age, wood, and lingering despair. Forgotten portraits adorned the grand staircase, their eyes following Amelia. Deep within the bowels of Hollowwood Manor, Amelia discovered an old library filled with dusty tomes and forbidden knowledge. One particular book spoke of a lunar eclipse that occurred once every century, unlocking a passage between the living and the dead. Tonight, the moon hung ominously in the sky. As midnight approached, the manor came alive with spectral energy. Creaking floorboards echoed through the halls, and chilling whispers reverberated from the walls. Amelia, guided by the moonlit pages of the forbidden book, ventured into a hidden chamber where a grand chandelier swayed ominously. As midnight approached, the manor came alive with spectral energy. Creaking floorboards echoed through the halls, and chilling whispers reverberated from the walls. Amelia, guided by the moonlit pages of the forbidden book, ventured into a hidden chamber where a grand chandelier swayed ominously. The clock struck midnight, and as the eclipse reached its zenith, the boundaries between worlds blurred, shadows materialized into grotesque forms, and the temperature plummeted. Amelia, determined to sever the connection, recited an incantation from the forbidden book, invoking both fear and fury. The mansion quaked as the spirits unleashed their wrath. The walls seemed to bleed memories of the past, recounting tales of love lost, betrayal, and unfulfilled promises. The air crackled with energy as Amelia faced the malevolent force that had tethered itself to the mansion. As dawn broke, the manor stood in silence once more. Amelia, shaken but triumphant, emerged from the shadows. The secrets of Hollowwood Manor laid bare. The mist that veiled the town began to dissipate, as if releasing the grip of a centuries-old curse. The haunting of Hollowwood Manor became a cautionary tale, whispered among the locals, yet Amelia carried with her the weight of the eclipsed echoes, a reminder that some mysteries were better left untouched in the shadows.